Hi everyone, this is Alex Riekenstahl with Three-Legged Crow, coming at you with something just happened to me today, kind of a teaching moment, if you will. As you all might remember, last week I had the unboxing of the Autel EVO 2 and their brand new drone. Ta-da! And all this week I've been testing it. So I was just a couple blocks from my home, getting ready to do some more tests with the mapping software that it comes with, which I'll do a separate installment on. And this guy comes out of his house as I'm kind of hovering there in the air, figuring out how to get it to do what I want it to do. And he says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I can tell by this tonality and body language he was pissed. So I turn around and I look at him and I say, "I'm making a mosaic." And the guy says, "What?" I said, "I'm making art." And he goes, "Do you have a license to do that?" I said, "Yes, I have a license to be here." And he says, "Well, I'm calling the cops." And I was like, okie dokie. Well, coincidentally, there was literally a cop a block over parked there. So I looked at the guy and I said, "You know what? There's a cop literally across the other side of your street. You could just go walk down there faster than calling him." So he retreats into his house. I had two choices. I could either pack up and go and just avoid the entire situation, even though I was perfectly lawful to be there, or I could choose the option I did, which was finish what I was doing, land the drone, and then wait the next 10 minutes for the police to show up, which I did with a smile on my face, because when they pulled up, I waved at them, they waved at me, they got out, they checked my credentials, they checked my authorization through Lance, everything was good, and that was it. But I decided to leave after that point. I realized that if I did decide to stay flying there, and this was really frustrating, because essentially, I never got to speak with the guy in the house, so I'll never be able to explain to him what I was doing, why it was okay, or at the very least, why, his reaction was not necessarily appropriate. But I'll never get to talk to that guy. So now, when I do the responsible thing after I've, talked to the cops, finish what I was doing, and leave, this idiot's gonna go and talk to his friends. It's gonna be a great anecdote, and he's gonna just spread this misnomer that he ran off this SOB with the drone out of his neighborhood, and that I just called the cops and make them go away, even though it was, again, perfectly lawful to be there. To sum it up, the teaching lesson here is, even though it wasn't commercial, I was doing this on my own time, I could have avoided a lot of this wasted energy by just putting out the cones, putting on the hard hat, putting on the safety vest, and it's just a deterrent from people like that. They tend to think twice before coming up and essentially harassing you, both on the job site and in this case would have been off the job site. So at the end of it all, it's been an interesting thing. I'll do another installment, as I said, wrapping this all up with the Autel EVO 2. Otherwise, that's Alex Riekenstahl with Three-Legged Crow signing off.